out for y'all, but I wanted to say something because I feel like today I was just like, wow, confirmation on confirmation, and I want to just tell something quick. I ran into one of my old coworkers, and we used to work with kids together, and I just felt like it was really synchronistic that I ran into her, some of the stuff that we were talking about, and I was like, seeing her let me know that it was confirmation for many things. Then I was like sitting around and I was like, fuck, like, I worry about something else. And I was like, dang, I wonder if the Most High is taking care of this. Like, do they see this? Are they handling this appropriately? Like, what's going on with this? And then somebody sent me a message that one of the karmics that got caught trying to basically use me for a death ritual. She tried to use me as a sacrifice for a ritual and it backfired and killed a couple of people. And she got caught up putting blood and pee in people's food and drinks for networking opportunities and to get money and things like that. She had been attacking me for 5 years. And then someone sent me a post that she put on her Facebook that she's going to take a physical action against me and that she's going to take me to court and that I'm ruining her business and stuff like that. But this is the same karmic though. This is the same karmic. She made a fake YouTube channel about me. She made a fake Facebook page about me. She was the one that was contacting all the karmics and giving them the stuff about like, the court stuff that I was going through and doing the spiderweb magic and stuff like that. And it's backfiring onto her ass and fucking her ass up in ways that she did not expect. And she can't handle it. They can dish it out, but they can't take it. And that's what let me know right there that everything that we've been talking about in regards to a lot of these karmics are dying under the pressure of the bullshit that they put out. They try to do this and that to you, try to lie on you, slander you, whatever, and it's backfiring onto them and they're mad because they think that you're doing something. Didn't I just say this? But they're getting the reversals. They're getting their stuff back. This karmic, basically, like, they were literally trying to haze me over the span of a year with black magic, over 5 years with magic. I was going through hella chaos. I was getting sick all the time. I ended up getting a blood disorder because of them. Shit was just coming out the woodworks. I was attracting all kinds of crazy, sick, demonic people because of them. And I took everything in stride. You guys see me on here happy, go lucky, we're laughing, we're playing, all that. And these karmics can't even stand it. And they're getting what they put out back and they can't stand it and it's killing them. And they're still trying to play victim even though people know what they've been doing and how they've been doing it and how they operate. And they're continuously getting exposed. And they're trying to play victim and the mask is falling off completely and it's so sad to watch. But honestly, like the thing is, it's like when I got them, and they're so weak, that's what I'm saying. They're hella weak. They're strong when it comes to
gang stalking and running their mouth and telling lies and playing with black magic. But when it's time for those chickens to come home to roost, they're running around playing victim, looking for people to feel sorry for them. People don't feel sorry for them. People are not going to feel sorry for them knowing the truth. And she's also upset even more because everyone found out what happened with that ritual and everything before. People didn't believe it though. People didn't believe me when I said it, even though they saw the evidence, they saw it. But they were using glamour magic and everything. I think that there was they had like a community gathering and she put blood and pee in all the big ass gallon of juice or in the bottles or whatever the fuck. And she got caught up. And everyone sees the ritual that they did now, and the gang stalking and the spiderweb magic. Everyone sees it now, and they can't take it. Didn't I tell you that a lot of these karmics right now, people are gonna be going in the hanged man energy. They're going to be finding out about the fuckery and the mess and stuff like that, and they're going to be distancing themselves from karmics. That's what's happening, because she doesn't have anybody else to vampirize. And this person and a lot of these karmics, just like this individual I'm talking about now, they have such deep, severe mental illness. And they have Munchausen, like they're addicted to pity, people feeling bad for them and sorry and oh no and da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da. But for this specific karmic, she's gonna have to explain to people how did you call her phone 2 hours after she was almost kidnapped? And they're just giving me more evidence for the investigators. They can't take it. They're crying wolf. Exactly. But there's gonna come a time where she really does get caught up because all the ritualists and black magicians that she recruited to work on me, they're now working on her. And there's gonna be a point in time where something serious happens and no one's gonna give a single fuck. She gave that ticket away by playing with me and lying on me. And all the adults that want to go help her, they pulled out. They're not giving her money anymore. They don't pay her attention because everyone found out about the blood magic. It's like everyone woke up all at once from the spell. That's why she's upset. That's why these karmics are upset and they're acting crazy because their games are not working. I told you that they're gonna be going into overdrive because they're not getting pity, they're not getting sympathy, they're not getting any of that. People are seeing them in all their glory. And this karmic, she uses the fact that she doesn't take care of her body as like a defense mechanism so people will feel bad for her and things like that. Hi, Pharaoh. Lisa's a dark wizard. Is she in this space? Wait.
Hi, Miss Music. I'm happy you're here. Don't call each other that. You guys don't be calling each other names, okay? In the chat. Let's get along, everybody. Yes, but I just felt like that was so timely, you guys, because we're always asking about like comfort. You guys are ask about confirmation and da 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 da. That was confirmation for me that the shit that this karmic has put out is now returning back to her. Yeah, they slandered my business. They did magic on my business. Even now with my YouTube channel, they follow me to where I'm working as well. And now it's returning back to her, and now she can't handle it. Good. Now, that's why these karmics, that's why they're getting their lesson like that. You don't like it being done to you. You don't like when shit backfire. You don't like when you're losing money and people look at you like you're crazy. Then why are you doing it to other people but doing it out of lies? Because when I went through mine, it was all fabricated and mess. But they're going, a lot of the karmics, when you went through yours,
Like I said, you took it, you were happy. You know that they were telling lies and they were doing da 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 da, but you still had your head up anyways. A lot of these karmics, they can't even do the same exact thing. They're having to deal with the
backlash of their own actions. That's what's making them even sicker. That they're losing because of the shit that they did. That ain't nobody's fault. That's your fault. You should have stayed your fat ass out of my lane. Excuse my language. Matter of fact, that's not okay. Let me stop, because I used to be a big girl too. But no, you should have stayed your ass out of my motherfucking lane. Because I'm just gonna keep it hella real. If I was dealing with, like, I'm not where I'm at mentally the biggest thing, I'm not nowhere near spiritually, I'm dead spiritually. My physical health is not to par,
and I'm involved in hella scandals and bullshit. The last thing that I will be doing is playing with any type of magic. I'll be focusing on my health and getting myself together. Getting myself together. That's the number one thing. Getting myself together. You have no business. A lot of these comics have no business playing with the shit that they play with, and that's why they're getting upset right now. Because their chickens are coming home to roost. They can dish it out, but they cannot fucking take it. Not for one single second. Because remember, they're reprobate. So in their mind, oh, I can try to use people for rituals, and I can play with black magic, and I can lie and gang stalk and do da 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 da. But don't do it to me because of this and because of that and da 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 da. And these karmics, they cry on demand, and they try to, oh, this happened to me and I was molested and this and that and da 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 da, and they
and this is all because I told her that I just didn't want to be her friend. On top of the magic, I had one of the spells that they put. I had a horrible car accident where I almost died. Um, I was almost gang raped. They tried to kidnap me from my apartment. They just did so many things. I just didn't understand why all this was happening. And when I found out about the money ritual, and I told them about that I knew what they were doing, they tried to come and get me from my house so they can finish it, so they can get the money. And if you see this person and what she looks like, she's like 350 pounds. And this is my thing. I'm not fat shaming anybody. Dirty, like bad hygiene, doesn't comb her hair, like horrible. She told horrible lies about me, like acted like she was the one that built me and made just crazy, terrible lies. And then on top of like one of the spells that they did, because I was like really moving forward in my career and I had different positions, I would just like get positions easily. Like I used to be the vice president in San Francisco for the cannabis board to make all the different laws. I'm on the public health commission. And then I was on the state board for this other organization that got women to run for office and be in politics, and a lot of our girls were really successful. And because of that, she would go and like put spells between people that she knew I would like work with. So one of the people that she put spells on me with, this man, he works in San Francisco on the board of supervisors. He's a karmic. I attracted him, and he did the most horrible type of things to me. Like he would gaslight me, like he would harass me and stalk me and all these things, and then act like I was just imagining things. Do you know how horrible that is? Especially if you've already been through like hella narcissistic abuse. And then it's a white man, mind you, doing all of this. And he's like, you know how they say like people of color, like, oh, he's invited to the cookout. He's friends with all these black women. He's friends with the creators of Black Lives Matter. He's friends with like most of the women of color in the community who, I don't know why they're on a pedestal, but they're on a pedestal. So his best friend, this woman, who I helped her with her campaign. She had a political campaign where she was trying to run for office, and I helped her with it, and I donated, and I spent time. And both of them together, because I guess I found out she liked him. She helped him like run my name through the dirt. They did all kinds of slander.
and defamation of character on me for 3 to 4 years, saying horrible things about me, lying about me. And can you imagine, like, having to go into these different spaces where I'm already, like, they already look at me a certain way because I'm black, and then you can just look at me and tell that there's something spiritual going on with my energy, and then they're telling lies on top of that. I felt like I couldn't go anywhere. I felt like I couldn't leave the house. I couldn't go to events. I just was like a hermit. And I just isolated myself. And then for my organization, I used to run a healthcare center in Oakland.
And it was just drama after drama after drama. And it was because of the magic that that bitch was doing. For no reason. No reason. And you try to put me in a death ritual. There was floods. We were constantly having floods in the building. People were stealing from me. It was just fucking drama on top of drama. Like I couldn't even do the work that I wanted to do because there was so much drama and chaos. She would come and do spells on our healthcare center and cause problems just out of just jealousy and mental illness. I can't even understand it. And this is the first time I'm telling the story because I just kept it quiet because, people don't really understand magic and things like that. And they'll try to flip it on me and say that I'm crazy. So I just try to hold my head up through all of it. And just, I was like, okay, if I just keep on showing that I'm a good person and I, like, and I'm authentic and that I'm honest, that maybe they won't believe the lies. They believed it.
Like, there was times where, like, besides money for my rent, I didn't have anything. Because they were also putting spells on my money. And then she was trying to put like spells on my beauty. She put
all kinds of spells on my skin. She tried to put spells on my teeth. She tried to put spells on my like to make me like to break my mind because she was jealous of like my intellect and like I do a lot of public speaking for no reason. And like I'm just a little bit emotional because like this is the first time I'm talking about all of this. And then on top of that, like just to find out that on top of the death ritual that they were doing, they had a whole human trafficking ring that they were also a part of. And one of the girls that they took, one of the girls that they took for the ritual, I actually knew her because she lived near me and she had Libra tattooed across her chest. And when I first found out what they were doing with the rituals, I knew that they had took her because I saw her in a grave and I saw the Libra tattoo. And then on top of all of that chaos that was happening, then I have to deal with this karmic. I don't even know her. She just came out of nowhere. And the worst part was that she was putting like conflict spells and magic between me and the masculine. I don't know what the fuck. And like the way that it would manifest is he would come and like be so violent towards me in the dream state, like putting his hands on me, like sexually violent towards me, rape, all of that. And I guess like she was doing these spells to keep us away from each other.
but it didn't. It all it did was just produce those type of images. And can you imagine, like, having gone through something like that? And then, like, you're dreaming of it in the nighttime. And then this is someone you work with professionally. And then when I told him, he flipped it on me. And for 5, 6, this has been going on since October. She's been doing magic every single day. And this masculine makes good money, and he's been, imagine, $100 to $200,000 salary powering black magic. There was times where, like, I couldn't even get out of bed. They bring up shit. We all have something that has happened to us. No one's taking away from that, but that does not make an excuse for your behavior. And these karmics are starting to run. They're running out of excuses. Didn't I tell you that some of the shit that these karmics did to you, like, it completely invalidates all the other stuff that they went through? Because people see them for who they are. They're like, that's not that person's fault though. That's you. You decided to allow your mental illness to be projected onto somebody. The black magic be popping today, yeah. Facts. Yeah, they don't want to fix their lives. They want to be in yours. And that's what they get. Because didn't I tell you that a lot of these karmics, they're going to be going through things that they are not going to be able to handle, like the stress of or the burden of, because they chose to be involved in bullshit and fuckery and mess. Because, remember, they make time for their illness. They don't make time for their wellness. So, because they've been making time for illness, they don't have time for their wellness. And this specific karmic that's hella dirty, I remember, like, I went to her house and there was crack pipes all over the fucking place, that likes to play with black magic on people and put blood and shit in people's food to glamour them and da 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 da. This karmic had made a fake YouTube channel about me, and she's the main one that's been running around with these conflict spells and the videos and all that. It's her that's doing it, as she's not a YouTube reader. Do you see what I'm talking about? How the stalking and following? She posted a video talking about yeah, Daisy's not from the Bay Area, according to Too Short and E40. Now, my thing in my mind is, you went to try to sacrifice somebody and put somebody in a ritual that caused a whole bunch of being. What you're not gonna do is play with me. Don't play with me. Because a lot of y'all have already seen exactly what happens when you step into this fire. And like I said, I'm not gonna stop until I get enough. You will have to see me 1-to-1, toe-to-toe, blow for blow. This bitch that's not even from here causing talk about we're a community and stuff like that, but you got this basic ass bitch that's not even from here causing all this chaos and drama. So be it. So be it. What you're not gonna do is play with me. Don't play with me. Because a lot of y'all have already seen exactly what happens when you step into this fire. And like I said, I'm not gonna stop until I get enough. You will have to see me 1-to-1, toe-to-toe, blow for blow, period.